And a bit of breaking news for you this afternoon. As you can read there in the title, two separate petrol bombing attacks are happening, of course, over the last 12 hours within the United Kingdom. As always, we are going to be breaking them down, going through the stories. We've actually got some video footage of one of them. But as always, guys, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get involved in the live chat. We'll be taking your live reaction a little bit later on. So the first one, I mean, there's one that's being wildly reported on, and we'll get to that secondly. But I want to discuss this one here that's I've just came across over the last hour or so, and that's, of course, Operation Raising the Colours. Individuals, patriots out in Stevenage, were joining in with a movement that is currently snowballing across the United Kingdom. And essentially, a guy was putting up flags on flagpoles, like many are doing across the nation, and was petrol bombed. I'm going to show you the video footage on this one, but as stated, this one's not being as wildly reported as the second incident. There is no sort of mainstream media articles as of yet with regard to this first incident. But let's have a little look at the video footage from this petrol attack, or petrol bomb attack, of course, in Stevenage. Have a watch.
Move your car, bro. Move your car. Fucking petrol bombed. Move the car, bro. Putting flags up, get petrol bombed.
Let's go.
Just finished a night, 3 hours of flagging, and our boy has just been petrol bombed. Petrol bomb thrown at the car, smashed straight onto his head. Absolute scumbags. Absolute fucking scumbags. Patriots putting the other patriots together. We've just been attacked with a petrol bomb. Police are here.
Is your hand cut as well? I thought you had lumps of flesh hanging off your head.
Yeah.
Why are people such cowards using weapons?
Fucking cowards. Terrorist bastards, mate. What do you think about this, mate?
No comment.
No comment. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Huh?
We're impartial.
Impartial? He's just been petrol bombed.
Yeah, well, we're just here to deal with whatever's in front of us, right?
All over.
You alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Where's it cut, yo? It's your eyebrow. It's your eyebrow.
Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, a pair of patriots outside last night in Stevenage. Some fantastic work there, by the way. Just may I add, putting the flags, the St George's flags, are up on the lampposts, and were attacked with a petrol bomb. You can see there the police response. You can of course see. I can't show you what the guy's face looks like, but you could see him getting patched up. Essentially, the glass bottle has hit his face and it's been bloodified. And unfortunately, with YouTube sort of terms, I can't show that sort of blood and all that sort of stuff. They don't like that. However, yeah, one individual one, but again, this one's not really getting the story, despite the police response, despite the video footage from the scene, and potentially ask the question and wonder why this one isn't getting as much mainstream media coverage as the second incident. So yeah, that occurred last night, of course, in Stevenage, and again, thanks to independent media, we're able to find out and keep up to date with actually what has gone on. But that's absolutely shocking to see. You know, I still can't get my head around people within the United Kingdom, people living in the United Kingdom, that are attacking and even bringing down the flags of their own country inside their own country. It just makes zero sense whatsoever. But yeah, as you can see, these are getting violence. People are getting irked. People are getting pushed in the wrong way and are offended by their own country's flag. Make it make sense. And people will point to, well, it's the people that are not from here or not born here that are doing this. But I've showed you videos over the last sort of 24, 48 hours of individuals that are actually white British, that are actually born in this country. They're the ones going around under the cover of darkness and actually pulling these flags down. which is also really diabolical to see. Now, in terms of the other petrol bomb attack, there was another one that has left 5 people hospitalised, and this is happening in a busy restaurant. This is the one that's, of course, getting quite a lot of mainstream media coverage this morning. However, emergency services were called just after 9 p.m. on Friday evening to residents reported chaos on Woodford Avenue as police cars, fire engines, and multiple ambulances flooded the scene. This is, of course, in Ilford in London. The Metropolitan Police confirmed they have now launched an urgent manhunt for those responsible, with detectives treating the incident as arson with the intent to endanger a life. The London Ambulance Service said it was called at 9:04 p.m. They dispatched ambulance crews and advanced paramedics and an incident response officer and even the hazardous area response team to deal with the severity of the fire. A trauma team from London's air ambulance also raced to the site. In total, 5 people were treated for burns and smoke inhalation. 2 of them were in such a serious condition that they had to be taken to a major trauma centre, while the other 3 were transported to local hospitals for urgent care. At the same time, the London Fire Brigade received multiple 999 calls, 7 in total, reporting flames tearing through the ground floor of the restaurant. Firefighters from Ilford and surrounding areas and surrounding stations rushed to the scene. Wearing breathing apparatus, crews bravely entered the burning building and managed to rescue 5 people trapped inside. Around 9 others were able to escape before firefighters arrived, and the blaze, which badly damaged parts of the restaurant, was finally extinguished at around 10:30 p.m. Now, police and fire investigators are now working together to determine how the petrol bomb was ignited and then, of course, who was behind it. The Metropolitan Police have, of course, appealed for any witnesses, dashcam footage, or information that could help track down the suspects. They warned that those responsible showed a complete disregard for human life and must be caught before they strike again. Ilford's MP and Health Secretary, of course, Wes Streeting, has issued a statement thanking police, firefighters and paramedics for their swift action in dealing with what he called a serious and deeply concerning incident. Of course, this story is still developing, but what we know now is that 5 people are in hospital, 2 of those in serious condition. And yeah, I think this is at an Indian restaurant, and of course an urgent manhunt is currently ongoing with regard to the police. So there you go, 2 separate petrol bomb attacks within the United Kingdom, not too far away from each other. Ilford, of course, one that's getting a lot of mainstream media coverage, and then of course the one that we've seen with the British Patriots that occurred in Stevenage. So yeah, absolutely shocking. I mean, is this the new knife epidemic in this country? 2 separate petrol bombing incidents as the choice of weapon. Shocking, disgusting to see, and it doesn't really surprise me anymore. It really doesn't surprise me. We live in a lawless country, and these kind of things are just going to becoming all too common, which is unfortunate. And especially the first one there with the sort of Patriots, the individuals, of course, that were the individuals that were, of course, in attendance at the at raising their flags. What were they doing? They were raising their country's flag to a lamppost, and someone decided to petrol bomb them. It makes me fear for what could happen, or potentially could happen, when you see people who share the same political belief all coming together on the 13th of September. There's individuals actually out there doing this kind of stuff, which is outrageous to see. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But let's have a little look and see what people are saying in the live chat with regard to both of these ones. Oh my God, this is so scary. Poor man, I hope he is okay. Oh, what is happening to our beautiful country? Christine Coxhead says getting close to a civil war. Well, you know, the backlash that I'm starting to see from certain individuals, literally just from people raising their country's flag within their own country to lampposts, is truly alarming. You know, it's not that crazy and that outlandish to put your own flags up on a lamppost. But people are going out there and trying to take matters into their own hands for a flag that they live in, their country as well. Ilford, another absolute hellhole. I mean, London's completely fallen in itself. London's already a lost city, but there's also a lot of other places around the UK. As I said, the first incident happened in Stevenage. So it's all spreading across the UK. Yes, the major cities are cesspits at this moment in time within the country, but at the same time, you've also got just in normal areas, smaller towns like Stevenage, like Portsmouth, like all these other sorts of places that are also turning to bits of cesspits. As they say, you import it, you become it. Now, whilst I do agree with what you're saying there, I've been pleasantly surprised and blown aback by the sheer amount of people that identify as white British. People that, we've seen this video that we shared the other day of that guy, the old guy, climbing up ladders throughout the night and taking down his own country's flag. These people are part of the problem. He's actually taken down all of his own country's flags off the lamppost around his local area. And he was white and British. So, whilst you say you import them, they're the problem and all these kind of things, which, yes, some individuals that are irked by this kind of behaviour, irked by this sort of patriotism, is a massive issue in itself, but it's expected. But we're actually seeing people that are from here, that are British, born and bred here, that are pulling down the flags. Diabolical. And some of these people, we see them at the stand up to racism mobs and all that. Those people there, they're complicit, they're part of the problem. And they hate their own country. For those of you just tuning in, the first one was, of course, in Stevenage, and then the second one was in Ilford. If you are just tuning in, you probably have to rewind back, but we did, of course, go through it. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. Do let me know your thoughts on the breaking news that has, of course, occurred with regard to these two separate petrol bombing incidents down there in the comment section below. Thank you for the nice comments on the jersey. Yes, I absolutely love this shirt. It's an absolute belter, isn't it? But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.